Hey guys, what's going on? This is Mr. R, and welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to talk about how to uh, beat up three bosses today. So let's try the first one. So in the video, I'm going to give you guys some tips about my strategy. So maybe you have a different idea. I'm welcome to like receive read all your comments below, and we can exchange or discuss anything. So let's try the Phoenix first. So we all know Phoenix will attack your front row every turn, and I think if you stack 2 debuff, and you will got a stun. So my strategy is just let him attack one of my front row. So I use Kaiser and Gakura Zero, and the back row I'm going to change a little bit. Maybe not. Let's see. I think this is a good setup. So yeah, let's just try this time. So the first part is easy, but I'm going to manually do a little bit because I want to stack Kaiser's defense a little bit, so she won't die easily later. So my Kaiser has, I think she has around 40% debuff accuracy. So this may not, every time she use first skill, may not toward 100%, but has a higher opportunity to do that. So this is kind of important because you want to toward uh, boss every time, so the boss won't attack your another front row. And also, boss has a passive skill. If she doesn't have 3 more debuff, it will heal himself, and also increase, I don't know, 50 or 90% of defense. So you have to make sure every time you debuff, give him debuff 3 or more. So the teammate build up this lineup, I think, is really common. I think everyone should have these heroes right now. So it's not really like a unique situation or anything. So I just want to make everyone know they can have chance to beat a level 12 boss. So, but if you use another character, another heroes, you want to know how to beat a boss, you can let me know. I can try to use your lineup to have a showcase. If you have a Nightail, I think it's also you can use him because Nightail can give a tons of debuff every single turn, which you don't really need to worry about you know the debuff thing. See, I didn't touch boss this time, so I got a huge damage. But due to that, boss has a tons of debuff because I have God Killer 0, so you never know. So I will have another video to use another method to beat this boss. I'm going to have a Zero and a Casey as combination. So, because Zero can, make chaos and Casey can or result to have a +1 turn. So it's really good for the boss. I think you can use this way to beat every single boss. Uh-oh, someone will die. Okay. But it's okay. I think I still have chance to beat him. So in this way, I finished the boss 14 turn, 13. So if you have a better equipment or maybe you change a little bit, maybe you can I don't know, you can switch Zero to Simira or Viola or Nightail. Maybe you can boost a little bit. So if I do the combination, no, this battle expedition, so I think it's around 6 minutes, sometimes 5:45, sometimes 6:15. So between that range, and uh, and also just beware of too thin. Just give boss debuff 3 or 3 more. This is important because if for one turn the boss doesn't have 3 debuffs or more, the HP will go up and defense will go up. So I'm not sure you can ever beat him again because the defense can go up insanely. So just beware of that. And for another, I think you have to have a really good tank, or maybe have another sub tank. Because if your first one die, the main tank die, you can still have second one to back up. Because the 3 chin skill for the boss can really give a huge damage for your whole team. So just be aware of that. You can see this time I got a 6 minute 20 second. So yeah, okay. So let's do the another boss. So let's try the second boss. For this one, every single turn, he will attack your back row, two of your back row units, and gave 3 burns. Not 100%, but normally 2 or 3. So I use Kaiser as my main tank, and I think I probably just use him one tank. So every time you have to taunt boss, so the boss can only attack Kaiser, and I use Chloris to do the healing. So DPS is Bam, Simira, and Violet. So and the coin is just for the, just for the I don't know. Oh yeah, for the buff, the second skill can give 30% attack buff. So yeah, I think we can use this lineup for now. So the strategy is simple. Just taunt your boss every single turn, so he can only attack Kaiser. And uh, for another tip, just make sure your equipment to increase the debuff resistance, so the boss won't give Kaiser a lot of burn, because she will die easily with a lot of burn. So still just let the enemies attack Kaiser to give more defense. If you have another DPS hero, you can switch with Kun or Simira, because in this way, like in my lineup strategy, Simira won't do a lot of damage because boss can't really attack her, so she couldn't use her passive to make a critic damage. So if you have another DPS, I think you can just switch with Simira. and if you really don't have another option, I think Simira is your option. I mean, yeah. I'm gonna turn this one off. This this skill won't do a lot of damage with this boss because she couldn't active her passive. So okay, so let's do this. I think we can. Just okay. So everything I do, just to avoid boss attacks my back row. So my back row, you see, is all DPS units, so they have to live longer. So you can see I save one 2-chain skill for the Chloris. This is just in case anything happen, so I can still have the HP healing on the second after boss attacks me, so my heroes won't die. And I use 1-chain Glorious skill every turn, because if Kaiser got attack and got a burn, this way can just cancel one burn. So you can see Simira couldn't do a lot of damage in this way because the boss can't really attack her. So I tried once. So for the first 2 turns, I just let a boss attack me back row. So if I got lucky, my Bam can got his passive, so he can become I don't know the passive set. It's a god, I think, sort of. So he can active the skill when black match is summoned. So all his skill can go up to another level, damage or give a debuff on the second chain skill. So, but by doing that, you have a chance to die, because if the boss attacks your character and gives a lot of burns, I think your heroes will die on the second turn. So if you build up the debuff resist higher, you can doing that. If not, I don't really recommend you doing that, because your character can die really quick. So before every time you use skill, you have to think about the skill, what buff or debuff they can give. So you can see I use Queen's first skill first because he can give one buff to ban. So and also you can see I I use Queen's second skill first, so he can give buffs to everyone, 30% attack. So okay, I think he could die. Yeah. So that's the second. But oh, I didn't see which how many turns. I think it's around still around 15. Still around 15. So yeah. So let's do the last one. So this one, uh, you have to beware of every single time. If you hero attacks boss, the boss will give you a counter attack and then make you poison. So in this way, you you have a lot of choice. If you have a no name, you can do that. Uh, if you have a zero, you can use chaos confuse. So for me, I'm going to do the confuse way. So I think that's easy and safe. Because if I use Kaiser first skill to talk the boss, she sometimes it's not 100%. So if you couldn't talk the boss, all your DPS will got poison and it got a counter attack and then got poison. So is your DPS units are going to be really dangerous. So I'm going to have Casey with 0. So you have to make your 0. You have to have a Kun here because his second skill can resurrect Casey before you enter the boss. So here we are. Let's do this. Okay. You can see I still have Kaiser here, because just in case anything happen during the boss fight, I can have a backup. But my main purpose for the boss is 3 chain skill of 0 to confuse boss, and then use second skill for the KC can plus 2 turn. Yeah, I think plus 2 turn on the confusion. So the boss will just attack himself every every single time. If I got lucky, my Casey won't die before the boss, but I'm not really, I'm not really think that way because every time I do that, she will die. But let's do this anyway, because I have a coin, so he can resurrect Casey. So did you see what Casey does? So the debuff become 3 turns after this unit get attacked by Casey. So that's what it want, and that's why I use Casey. So every time the boss got confused, uh, and the Casey can make the confused become 3 turns, not 1 turn. Because you have 50 turns to beat the boss. So I mean, it doesn't really matter how many turns you use. The main purpose is to beat uh, this level, the top level, the 12th level. So that's matter. And I think I'm gonna just use one here because too many. Oh, you see, I told you. So Casey will die before boss. This sucks because I stack a lot of Casey's skill and she died. This is no good. I have to start over again. It's kind of, you know, pity. Hopefully, we have a Casey can do the second skill. Well, not gonna happen. So let's do this. See, I got a 3-0 first, and then I attack the boss. So he won't give me a counter attack. whatsoever. Okay. So confusion is 100%. So no matter what. So in this way, the boss can got a confusion 100%, and all your players, all your units are safe. Okay, lucky me. So you make Casey at the end, so your all your uh, another players, another units attack first. So whatever the boss got a debuff, Casey can make it more. So the downside strategy, you have to do a lot of turns. So if I got lucky, I can um, finish the game. Finish the boss. Maybe I don't know. Maybe 20 turn. But sometimes if you don't have really a strong equipment, maybe more. So just beware of that. So before I really use zero, I have another lineup. I have two tanks. One is Kaiser, and another one is I think it's uh, growing apple. So with two tanks, I can talk boss everything go turn. So if the boss got taught, he won't do the counter attack. Like I said, this method, it just takes a lot of turns, and sometimes it got bored because you got nothing to do. Just just sit here and click, click, click everything you have. I'm gonna do another. If you really like this strategy, you can actually beat up all three bosses So it doesn't matter which boss, you can beat every one of them, because the boss can all get confused and then attack themselves. I wish I have a time 5 speed, so I can just really easy to make it fast. But I don't have. Almost done. Almost done. I'm using the reason I'm using this lineup is really safe. You can see you won't be got any. I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, how to say that, but anyway, so this lineup is really safe. So you can see you won't have any trouble. So you can stack uh, 3 chain skill for the zero, 2 chain skill for the KC, all the time. So you're the boss will got confused uh, all the time. So it's really safe. I mean, if you your lineup, your all your units don't really have really strong equipment, I really recommend you use this. So the boss, you have a 50 turns to beat him. So it doesn't matter you use 10 turns or 20 turns or maybe 30 turns. What you need is you can finish the first 3 battles, so you can have your daily reward. You can, I think, the 3 reward can have how many crystal? Uh, 20, 24 or 27. So that matters. So with your while doing this every single day, your equipment gets better and better. You can, of course, you can change your lineup to just do the full DPS with no name. I have the lineup. I just want to show you which lineup is safe. So you can always do another lineup, and if you want to see the all DPS lineup with a no name, I can show you later. But for this lineup, it's just really safe. Oh, okay. So my band is not the strongest equipment. I gave to another hero and couldn't as well. That's why I have a I see 20. This is a 23rd. So normally I can finish around maybe a 15 turn, but it's okay. Yeah, I finished. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the video today. So this is the way I do three bosses. So before that, and right now I don't really manually do that, but just give you an idea how you can beat up the three bosses easily. I think it's easy because you don't really have any risk. So you just I mean it takes a lot of turns, but eventually you will finish the boss, and of course you have your character, and you can have your own lineup, and give me a comment, and please don't forget to click like and subscribe me. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.